Hey everyone, and Dragon Shinobi here. So right before I get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know the whole YouTube spiel. And so let's just go ahead and jump into this so I don't drag this out any longer than it has to be, because I need to get this uploaded so I can get everything up and ready on time and all this. So I'm letting you know that I'll be streaming Dying Light 2 Stay Human literally as soon as I can. As far as I'm aware, the official launch time for PC, which is what I'm playing on, is February 3rd at 7 p.m. I plan on live streaming for 24 hours straight. I don't know if I'll be able to make that 24 hours, but I'm going to try my damnedest. Because I have waited, I feel like, 6 years at least for this game. And I'm not waiting anymore. So where can you find me? Where am I streaming? Twitch.tv/DragonShinobi. It'll be a link in the description and the pinned comment, so it'll be easy for you to go there. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch if you could. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to have people to talk to, and I really don't want to be left in the dust in content creation with this game, because I have been looking forward to this game for so long, and I know it doesn't show through my YouTube content, but I've put probably over 1,000 hours into the first Dying Light State. Good luck and good night, good luck. I apologize for any stuttering and all this that I'm doing. I don't exactly have a whole script written out. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to follow it because I'm that kind of person. But it's also 5 a.m. on February 2nd for me when I'm doing this voiceover, so I'm a bit tired. I do work a full-time job, second shift, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, I apologize in my unprofessionalism. Let's see. Yeah, going through the script I made. Oh yeah, notifications, click that so you can get alerted to when I'm live streaming on Twitch and upload on YouTube. Because I really would like to put up as much content of Dying Light 2 on YouTube as I can. And that really only helps me if you guys watch it. So the more you help me, the more I can put out for you, and I hope I can be entertaining enough for you. And I'd really be thankful if I could at least be some background noise for you. I mean, you don't have to communicate with me in chat, you can just lurk. But, any viewership is viewership for me. I don't care how big or small. So I'm going to talk about some of the things I'm really interested in Dying Light 2 Stay Human. How well the parkour flows. And the city name, if you didn't know, is Villador. So how does the parkour flow through Villador, and how different is the game in areas compared to other areas? And by that I mean level design, color, enemy variation. What parkour moves can I do? How well does it flow? Is it just going to be glider here, glider there? Am I going to want to free run? Or am I going to want to just kind of avoid everything, get to the main objectives, and try and beat the game? Try and be the world's first official speedrunner to beat the game as in one sitting. Because that would be that'd be weird. Especially for me, who I've never really speedran before. But I have used speedrunning tricks, so I mean, I could be the first person to officially upload a full playthrough of Dying Light 2. And I have a world record. Let's see. The whole new Infected, the Banshee, the Howler, the new Bombers, the new Goons, the new Demolisher, the new Volatiles are terrifying, in my opinion. I was scared of them in Dying Light 1, even at Legend level 250. They look even worse and more scary now. Co-op. I can't wait for co-op. And, my friends and I, we alone, one summer, had put, I guarantee, 500 hours. I know 500 hours is, That's only a small chunk of the year, but we've put so many hours into the game. We knew it inside out. We knew where the best loot was. We knew, okay, here's where this item is. Here's what we have to do for this quest. We had it all down to a science, and we still got it. And the fact that we can complete the final mission and everything in full 4-player co-op is a design choice that I'm glad Techland went with. Grinding, I can't wait to see how we grind out levels and all that, if we can grind out levels, because I refuse to have watched anybody play gameplay, because they shouldn't have it, in my opinion. If not everybody has the game, don't let anybody who has access post their content. Besides, let the developers post the gameplay they want to show. Other than that, don't let anybody else, because that's not fair to the common person like me who has such a passion for these games. And it's just, because so and so sucked some dick, they get access, and I'm not about that. Sorry for the little rant. I can't wait to see the new weapons. Two-handed weapons actually look pretty viable now. They were pointless in the first Dying Light, and I only say that because they were too slow for the damage they offered. And what damage they did offer, if you missed with it, you're dead. So one-handed pretty much dominated the first Dying Light. It was just best. The story choices. I'm interested to see how Techland have really sent home the whole your choices have an impact on the world, compared to just, it's a minor variation of the ending, or it's, nothing really changed with the world, just you unlocked a new safe zone or something. And I'm really hoping that everything they've shown and how major these impacts can have been and can be actually can show up in the game, besides just a few here and there. Weapon mods. I'm really interested to see how those work. Are we going to have to turn them on and off? Are they going to have their own separate durability? Or is it just going to be another copy-paste from Dying Light 1 where mods are just always active and they really just overall improve how a weapon is? Are some weapons not going to be able to be modified? Or, are modifications just going to rule the world again? I'm interested to see what developer blueprints Techland has decided to put in Dying Light 2. We've got, stuff like EXP Caliber, which is one of my favorite weapons in the first Dying Light to get. Every new save file, I would get it. Twilight Phantom, pretty much the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, which was a cool addition as an Easter egg. And melee combat, hand melee combat, has an actual place now, instead of just being something like, I was forced out of weapons, now I can just beat people with my hands. It was unused in the first Dying Light, and so I can't wait to throw hands with some infected. And I say infected because they are not zombies this time. Everybody, as far as I know from what I've seen of the trailers and all this, and what Techland has said, they are not zombies, they are just mutated people from being chemically bombed by the GRE. So, I really hope that's a big distinction people make when referring to them as infected and not zombies. Another huge thing that I really am curious about is getting around Villador. Is it just going to be, I'm just going to use the glider, get to a high point, use the glider, get to a high point again, use the glider? Or am I going to want to parkour? Because I really want to use the whole Mirror's Edge wall running kind of mechanic that they added in now. Which, thank God they did, because that was something that I felt was lacking, but could have been amazing in the first Dying Light. I really just don't want to get bored with the city of just, okay, what's the fastest way to get to places? Oh, just use my glider. Neat. If my understanding of how big the map is, which I believe with the following and base game combined, I think it's twice as big. I'm probably wrong on that, but as far as I remember, that's how big it is. I want a fast travel mechanic if possible, but I also don't want to just be forced to have to fast travel everywhere, because it's just infinitely better than running. For the DLC, maybe some form of vehicle will be added in again, like in the following, how we had the buggies. You never know. But I find it very unlikely that they'll do that. Game performance. I really want the game to run with a solid 60 FPS while looking good. And that probably sounds like a lot to ask, but I don't think it is. I think that's the bare minimum anymore. Just like for some reason, some games just don't seem to run on decent hardware, and, they struggle for some stupid reason, like maybe it's just because I was using slightly outdated equipment and that equipment wasn't meant for it, but at the same time, I felt like, I had some pretty decent equipment, at the time of recording the Devil May Cry 5 videos, besides the most recent one, and the rest of the series. I had a 1660 Super for all of that, and for some reason the game struggled at points, if I remember correctly. So what hardware do I have now? Well, I've got a 3060 overclocked. I've got an i9-9900K CPU, and I'm running Dying Light 2 on an NVMe M.2 drive with at least 500 gigs of free space. So I shouldn't see any reason why the game's going to struggle or anything, and I should only have the best results. And I don't want ray tracing or anything. Ray tracing's stupid in my opinion. Because it just hinders the performance. But if you use it and it works great for you, awesome. But I don't have infinite money to put into a computer, so... Man, I really got through that quickly. Good. Oh, one last thing that I feel obligated to say is thank you, Techland. Thank you for finally giving us this game after so many years, for all the hard work everyone has put into it, from the simple background images to the amazing infected designs, the weapon designs, the weapon combat, everything. There's a lot of it that people are going to take for granted, but I want to say thank you. It's amazing to finally be able to play this game after so many years and believing it to be lost to development purgatory, sorry. And that you didn't give up on the game like so many other developers, EA, would have. And it's not just a reskin of the first game. And I'm glad, as a player, a consumer of this product you have made, that you've never given up on it, and that you've put so much effort and everything, and you've tried to communicate everything that you've done with the game as clearly as you can. And I appreciate that. I really do. So once again, thank you, Techland. I suppose this is where I end the video now. I'm not exactly good with outros, so thank you for giving me your time. That could have been spent elsewhere on other videos. Better people, more quote-unquote big people, but not interesting in my opinion. And I try not to be a carbon copy, like everyone else seems to be anymore on YouTube. Once again, the YouTube shtick. I've been your host, Dragon Shinobi, and I can't wait to see you guys in Villador. Come check out my stream at twitch.tv/DragonShinobi. Link in the pinned comment and description. And, I might even start live streaming early. Because there's supposed to be a massive snowstorm coming in. And I'm hoping my power's going to be fine. It should be. But I'm hoping I get off work. So, if anything, I might take a personal day. Because I already have vacation time scheduled for Friday, which is when I thought the game was originally coming out, but I had just learned that the game's coming out early for PC, so yay me. Anyway, Once again, thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Comment something that you've been looking forward to about Dying Light 2, or just any new game coming out like Elden Ring, which honestly I might stream too, but it's not going to be as heavily streamed as Dying Light 2 for me. Give me some suggestions on what content you want to see from Dying Light 2 besides just a full playthrough, because I will be uploading the entire 24-hour stream, but I will probably cut it down into segments and all this, and because 24 hours to upload and render is going to take like 3 days for me with my internet and everything. So I definitely want to see some support with this if you guys could, and I'll give you as much content as I can put out if you give me as many views you guys can give. So I guess, this is where I officially end the video. Thank you. I've been your host, Dragon Shinobi. I'll see you all next or previous video. And for some cringy shit, good night, good luck, and stay healing.